One for you and one for you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
So, as wedding presents go, that has to be about the worst ever.
8 years in prison. And will he have to serve all of that?
At least 4.
Everybody knows Jez Quigley were a murdering thug. It ain't fair.
I know.
And how's your mum? Well, she must be devastated.
Trying not to show it, but devastated, yeah. Which reminds me, look, I better get going.
Oh, yeah. So, will your mum be stuck in at your house, then?
Well, for the time being, yeah. But see, they don't even know where my dad's going to be sent. Come on.
See you, Roy.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye. Roy's Rose, proprietor speaking.
I mean, we knew we'd have some kind of sentence to serve. 6 months, maybe even a year, but...
It's just got to appeal, Mum. I mean, did this useless barrister of his say anything?
He said your dad can appeal you.
He's got to.
Well, no, he doesn't have to. But even if he can, it's going to take ages.
Well, the judge was off his head. I mean, you could tell by looking at him, the useless old git.
Well, I'm going to go see your dad. Just see what he wants to do.
You seen him today?
Dinner time, yeah.
You won't be able to see him as much, though, now, will you, with him not being on remand?
Nothing like.
This is 8 years he's got here. Category B, it's not flipping play school.
Yeah, all right, thanks, Steve.
Anyway, it doesn't matter to you, does it? Because you're only going to be here for another couple of days and then you're jetting off back to Spain to go and laze in the sun, aren't
Only
you?
because I didn't know what was going to happen. Look, I can hang around, Mum, if you want. I can always change my flights, no problem.
No way. You've got a life to get back to. Anyway, there's only me and your dad can sort this out.
And me. This involves me as well, don't you think?
I'll tell you what you can do. Organise me one of your taxis. Right. I'm going to go upstairs, get myself tidied up.
This isn't my fault, you know. I know I wasn't here, but it don't make it my fault.
No one says it does, mate.
And actually, while we're on the subject, I don't think it was your fault either.
Yeah, well, like you say, you weren't here, were you?
So, she's gonna marry him, and now he won't be out of prison for at least 4 years.
I know.
Well, isn't there what we can do?
Well, just be as nice as we can to her. What else can we do?
Now, for a barmaid, there is no hiding place. I would always know where to find you.
I hope I always know where to find you.
Now, this game of squash we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only court I can find is in an hour's time, so let's talk to the boss and,
The boss would like to oblige, but she doesn't want to do a lunchtime on her own.
I'll cover for her.
Will ya?
Well, yeah, might as well. I'm doing nothing else.
Is that all right?
Well, as long as I've got another pair of hands, I don't care who they belong to.
Terrific. I'll see you back in the shop, yeah?
All right, then.
Cheers.
See ya.
Well, thanks, Toya.
It's all right. Hey, so long as nobody tries to talk to me about football. I know you don't think much of Deb, but, well, he's been really nice.
Do you know, I wish I'd never said out. It were Deb, she had it in for him. But listen, remember, there is no romance without risk, as I am here to testify.
Lovey, will you stop here with our Vera? And is it all right if I bother your young man for a couple of hours?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Why, what are you going to do?
Find our Terence.
Yeah. All right, and then what?
I want to ask him face to face how he could do what he did to that little lad.
Well, I won't be able to do it. I won't be able to control myself.
And what he did to you, taking your money?
I don't know.
Yes, and you're not supposed to get yourself excited.
Oh, I won't do, will I? That's why I'm taking Tyrone with me for driving.
Well, I won't bother, because you won't find him. I mean, he's not going to be sat at home. He'll have upped it with our 25 grand.
Oh, come on, Vera, he's not bothered about us. I think there'll be a good chance he'll still be there. And if he isn't, then we shall look elsewhere. Right, are you ready?
Yep.
Right.
See you later.
Hey, you be careful.
Hey, he's the one that's going to have to be careful.
Oh, I hope he's gone. I hope they don't find him.
Yeah, well, not with your money. You want to get that back, don't you?
Listen, love, I'd sacrifice a lot more than that if I could help that little lad. He's gonna die, you know, if they don't find him a kidney. Did you know that? He's gonna die.
You know, people who've never been in prison think that a year or two isn't very long, but, I mean, I've been there. And let me tell you, even a week is an eternity.
Well, for you it was, because you were innocent.
Well, so's Jim.
Well...
Did you? He killed a guy.
In self-defence, and then he owned up to it afterwards.
Yeah, otherwise he would have got even longer.
Yeah, you might well have.
You right?
Oh, all right. Yeah, my partner for squash.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Well.
What?
Well, I didn't realise those two were, how do you say?
Playing squash?
Well, that's what they're doing now, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I just... No? Have I got the wrong end of the stick?
I don't know what you've got the wrong end of, Ken, but I mean, what? Can't two people play squash together without there being some ulterior motive?
It's nice to see you, love, anyway. Sit down.
Oh, thanks. I just wondered if you'd managed to get in touch with your son.
Oh, did that all right.
Oh, good.
Well, not really. He's managed to let everybody down and con us out of 25,000 quid into bargain.
He hasn't. He has.
Yeah. Anyway, now you're here, is there what we can do legally, you know, to get his money back?
Oh, Vera, I'm not a lawyer.
Well, I don't mean set police on him, but is there what we can do short of that?
And this money, was it given to him as a gift?
No, was it heck? It was on condition that he give his kidney.
But there was nothing written down, no kind of contract.
Well, you don't think you need it, not with your own son.
Well, like you say, I'm no legal expert, but let me talk to someone who is.
OK.
When you confront Terry and ask him for money back, what does he say?
Well, we've not been able to find him. Anyway, no matter what he says, it won't make up for leaving that little lad at death's door. I mean, how could he do it to his own son? Have you ever heard out like it?
And 30 change.
Thank you. Has anyone asked you to sign the petition?
For Jim McDonald? Is there going to be one? Well, yeah, I'll sign it.
No, to save the cobbles. Stop the street being tarmacked.
You surprise me, Ken, you do, honest.
Really?
How can you even think about cobbles and tarmacking when there's someone in prison who shouldn't be there?
Oh, look, I'm not comparing one with the other.
I'm not.
So what do you think about Jim McDonald, then?
Great shame.
No surprise, though. Scotch and threat, Natalie, if you would.
Why is it not a surprise?
Vigilantism is a very dirty word with the judiciary. Your judges won't wear people taking law into their own hands. They hate it.
Why? Because it puts them out of job?
Very probably. Though they'll not say that. Talking about Jim McDonald.
Oh, yeah. Lucky man.
What's lucky about an 8-year jail sentence?
Well, he's only going to serve 4, isn't he? I mean, it's not bad for killing someone. I can think of 1 or 2 I might have killed myself if I thought I'd have got off that lightly.
This wasn't murder.
He went to the fella's house.
Yes, because of what he did to his son.
Exactly. Given that, he's lucky he weren't charged with murder. And then it would have been a life sentence. Look, I'm as sorry for Jim as anyone. I'm just saying it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, well, just don't say it to Liz, will you?
I won't.
I didn't get much chance to talk to your barrister yesterday, but, well, to be honest, even if I had, I don't think I could have taken anything else in. But from what I can gather, you might be able to appeal. Do you know anything about that?
Well, if I don't, it'll not be because I've had no advice. See, most people in here, they're experts, so they are, especially when it comes to their own appeals.
Is it something we should try?
No, you try if you want to, I'm not bothered. But I do have something to say.
What?
Well, a couple of days ago, what would you call it now? We went through a mockery of a ceremony.
Well, I hope we did a bit more than that.
You're not getting it, are you, Elizabeth? You see, when you marry somebody, you promise to look after them. I can't keep that promise. Not when I'm banged up in here. I can't even be with you.
But you will be.
Well, in 4 years' time, if I'm lucky. And what kind of a state do you think I'm going to be in then? What kind of a man am I going to be after 4 years banged up with this lot? Hmm? And what is it they say about consummating a marriage? You get my drift? So, why don't we forget it? You're free. You can go and do whatever you want. Me? Well, I suppose I'm free to just carry on doing what I'm doing. So what I'm saying is, let's just call it a day, eh?
Is that what you really want?
Yes. Of course it's not what I really want. I want to be on the outside with you, making a life. But the reality is, Elizabeth, that that's not going to happen.
The reality is we're married.
You call this being married? Hmm? We can't even live together. We see each other once a month in here. Nah, it's not married to me, that.
But we got married knowing that this might happen.
I beg your pardon?
Well, yeah, we knew he'd have some kind of sentence to serve, and that I'd have to visit, and wait, and write. Hey, other people do it and they manage, so can we.
Yes, other people manage because they have to manage. And by the way, they're miserable as sin while they're managing.
We'll be different.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, I do. But only if you believe that I'm your wife and you're my husband. Never mind about consummating. We did loads of that the first time around. I'm your wife. And I want to be for the rest of my life.
I thought one of you would be turning up. Either you or me, man.
Well, you were off in such a rush, we didn't have a chance to talk.
Want a drink?
I just want to know how you could betray your own son like you did yesterday.
When you say son, that's this lad lying in an hospital that I've never seen before in my life, yeah?
Oh, you're saying he's not yours?
What I'm saying is, he could be anybody. I don't know him, do I?
And that's why you did a runner?
Look, I'm not proud of that.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Well, you do have some feelings.
Yeah. I have feelings. You want to know what feelings I had yesterday? And you can say what you like. Tell me I'm a coward. Because, yeah, maybe I am. When it came to it, when it came to going into that operating theatre and being cut open, I was scared.
Any of us would be.
Yeah. But it weren't any of us, were it? It were me. Me having to go through that. There might have been complications. How could have happened? All for somebody I don't even know.
Whether you know him or not, you could save that little lad's life.
I know. So, all right. Tell me I'm a coward. Only at least credit me with being honest.
Honest? You?
Yeah. Because what I am telling you is the truth. I didn't do it because I couldn't.
A pint, the usual for Fred, and will you have another, Ken?
Things to do, thanks all the same.
We have things to do, it's just we'd rather be stood standing here.
Well, these can't wait. I'll see you later.
See you again.
Ah, Ken, just been to your house.
Really?
Yes, I'm just worried we're not making much progress with this petition.
No, except, you know, I mentioned it to my newspaper brother.
Ah, yes, very good.
Well, I got a phone call from someone who works for Northern Heritage who thinks it might be worth trying to get a preservation order.
On the cobbles?
Well, street, the area, I'm not sure. Anyway, he's asked me to put something down in writing, which is what I'm just off to do now, if you want to give me a hand.
Well, I would, yes. I'm just pleased some progress is being made at last.
The question is whether it's being made fast enough.
So how's business then?
Ah, I thought you'd never ask.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I've just been given the nod to go for a new council contract that's coming up. Apparently, I'm back in favour.
Can't think why.
Because I've worked hard at it. Trouble is, I'm 75,000 short of getting the whole thing off the ground.
350.
Oh, there you go, Toya. Thank you. So, I'm looking for a backer. And I wondered if you might fancy it.
Good God, man, I'm a butcher, not a banker.
Well, you must have a bit put away.
If I have it, stop him where it is.
Oh, come on, Fred. You know I'll give you a good rate of return.
You can give me the town hall clock. You know how many lamb chops I have to sell to raise that amount? No. And I know you can think you can charm the birds off the trees, but I'm telling you this, you're not charming one penny piece out of me. I say not one penny piece.
I suppose it'd be a waste of time me pleading with you. Even if I said I'd come back, when I got to the hospital, I'd do the same again. I know I would. What do we tell the Claytons? What do we tell the little lad's mum? It's tough, I know. Tough? The little lad's dying, Terry. Your son is dying and you could save him. So could lots of other folk. If they can find him, if they can persuade him to do what you wouldn't. Couldn't. I tried, but couldn't. You could take the money, though. Yeah. I was wondering when you'd get round to that. I'm afraid I've had to use it to pay off one or two debts.
Only give it yesterday.
I know, but it's promised to people that have been waiting a while. They're on me back, Dad.
Oh, you do surprise me.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the rest when I get sorted. I'm sure there's a couple of grand over.
Very big of you.
Well, I didn't earn it, did I?
Some folk might think you stole it.
I suppose he might.
You make me heartily sick, do you know that?
Tyrone driving you back, is he? The adopted son? I'll bet Tyrone wouldn't have let you down like I have. Never mind. If you try hard enough, you could pretend he's your real son. Forget all about me.
Well, it's pretty down, as you'd expect.
Yeah.
Though the one thing I didn't expect, he wanted to annul the marriage.
No.
Yeah. I think I've talked him out of it, which is what I hope he wanted me to do.
Mind you, I suppose you've got to be prepared for anything. It must have come as such a blow.
Well, yeah, but to both of us.
Oh, Liz.
I know people think I'm marrying him out of pity. And I know everybody thinks it won't last. But I've never been so sure of anything in my life.
I know.
Everything we've been through in the past, this time, I just know it's right.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Liz, I am so sorry about Jim. Is there anything you can do? You know, appeal, get the sentence reduced?
Well, we don't know yet, but we're trying to find out.
Good. Well, if there's any justice, you will.
Oh, thanks.
Listen, do you want to go for a drink tonight?
Yeah, I'd love to. And I promise I won't moan all night.
Oh, you do what you want. Listen, I'll come round as soon as I've finished here.
Great.
Well, I wish I could tell you to go now, but I promised to meet Gina. But as soon as I get back, I'll take over, OK?
Yep, whenever.
See you later.
Bye. Oh, hey, I don't want to get you in bother with your boss.
Oh, no, don't worry. To be honest, I think he'll be glad of an excuse to shake off Gina. I think she's starting to become a bit of a leech.
Come in, love. Sit yourself down.
Yeah. No, it's all right. I can't stop. It's just that I checked on what you're asking me.
Oh, yeah?
It's not very good news, I'm afraid.
Well, it can't be any worse than we're having.
If you do it legally, then it'll be hard to get that money back from your son. Especially if he says you give it to him as a gift.
Look, but we didn't. We gave him that money on the condition he had the operation.
Yeah, that actually makes it worse. Offering someone money to donate an organ, well, it's quite a serious offence.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's probably best if you keep quiet about that bit. Anyway, look, I've got to go.
Oh, well, thanks for all your trouble.
It's OK. I'll see myself out.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Did you hear that? Serious offence?
Vera, it's him that's done the serious offence. Running off for your money.
It's only me, Vera.
Oh, hi, love. Come in.
I hope you don't mind me just calling round.
Don't be daft. Sit yourself down. You know, Maria, you know, she's Tyrone's girlfriend and that lives with us.
Well, I just wondered if you'd heard anything from Terry.
We haven't, no.
Oh, Jack and Tyrone have just gone to try and find him.
Oh, do you think they will?
Well, they're hoping to.
But you still don't know why I went off like you did.
Haven't a clue. Haven't got the faintest.
So he might change his mind back again.
Well, he might do, but I won't count on it.
Hey, how's your son?
Oh, he's not getting any stronger. But he won't, of course. They have said it's not looking good.
But they are still looking for someone to donate a kidney, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they've been looking for a while, but it has to be a match. It can't just be anybody.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, how was your squash? Who won?
Well...
He did.
Fluke.
No, he's too good for me.
Hey, don't tell a man that.
So, what are we doing tonight?
Well, I hope you're not going to suggest another gift.
No. I'm thinking like a meal somewhere, maybe taking a little club afterwards.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
You all right?
Well, not bad. You?
Yeah, okay. Listen, I'll not mess you around. I'm looking for a backer. No. Hear me out. It's a council contract, so it's cast iron. I need 75,000. Return guaranteed within 12 months. Interest to be agreed, but it'll beat anything you get in the high street, on the internet, or even be backing a horse. And before you say no, just think of all that lovely profit you made selling my house. Now, that were a windfall you weren't expecting. Why not give it me back, and I'll make it even more.
No, it's all right if I say something now.
As long as it's yes.
No, it's not going to be that, okay? And you wouldn't expect it to be, not until I know what the job is. And even then, wait a minute, what do you want me to do? Shake on it in a bar? No, I want to see a contract. And what's more, my solicitor wants to see a contract.
Okay, so?
So, I'll think about it.
Oh, that's fair enough. Only we're a bit short of time.
That, Dougie, I guess.
All right.
Either here.
Oh, let's hope so. Oh, what's happened?
Did you find him?
Yes, we found him, but I don't think there was any point bothering.
What did he say?
A lot of stuff you don't want to hear, love.
But will he do it?
No, he won't.
Oh, no. Why did he say he'd do it in first place?
Because that is our Terence. I'm sorry, Luffy. I am truly sorry. I think we better inform the hospital.
Yeah, I better be going.
No, hang on. Look, our Terry might have let you down, but we're not all same in Duckworth, you know. In fact, one of us were going to do it before our Terry turned up.
Let's talk about this, Vera.
Look, there's naught to talk about, Jack. My mind's made up. I'm a match for our Paul. I've had the tests and everything. So there's no need to look any further. He can have one of my kidneys.